Hi everyone, welcome back to Sun's Arts. If you're new, welcome to the family. Today's video is all about bees, and these are some of the DIYs that I did last year. So let's move on to DIY number 1. For this, I'm taking one of this beautiful yellow bee themed oil warmer or wax melt warmer. And this already has this embellished bee design on it. All I'm doing is painting the bee with the black, and yellow is already there, so I'm just painting with the black patches. And also I'm going to carefully paint the wings, and also it has this beautiful eyes and tentacles. So I'm going to define the bees basically on this oil warmer. And after it is well painted, I'm going to decorate it. You're going to see how beautiful this turned out after all the details that I am drawing with this Sharpie. And this is how it looks after it is done. This is one of the gift bag handle. I chose this because this is actually going well with this bee theme. So I made a knot and I just stuck with the hot glue and I just fluffed it. So it looks like more relevant to bee theme. So I just took some of the flowers and taking a dab of a hot glue, I'm just sticking on top of this oil warmer, and this is how it looks after it is completely done. So what do you think? I'm just loving it. On to DIY number 2. For this one, I took one of this cute trinket box which has beautiful bee design in golden, and I wanted to make everything golden over here. So after I removed all the covering, I just took this skinny letters. This is the rub-on stickers and they are in golden color, so I just picked like Bee True letters. All I'm doing is removing the filming and attaching on top of the surface of the bee trinket box, and I'm just scratching it. It's so delicate that it just transfers it that easily. And I slowly worked on all those letters, and this is how it turned out after all those beautiful rub-on stickers are stuck. So what do you think? It is so gorgeous according to me. On to DIY number 3. For this, I'm taking one of this tag which came in one of the hairband, and this has got already like white and black stripes. I wanted to make those white stripes in yellow, so I painted yellow paint there. Using black chalk paint, I painted the black surface to cover the letters. Now I'm removing the tags on either side, and it's already got like nice curves, so I'm not going to worry much about it. And to cover the back, I just got this beautiful gift wrap paper, and I'm just taking the same exact size of the tag and using a little bit of this glue stick, I'm just attaching it on back of it. Now I have to punch the hole which already had on the tag already, so I'm just going it through the gift wrap paper, and I'm just inserting this beautiful garland that I made, and I'm just inserting it through the tag, and I'm going to create like a tag for the garland, and it's turned so gorgeous. You will see the end result, and I'm just loving the whole idea of using the tag. Look how gorgeous this whole garland turned with this garland tag. So I have to write something in there. So I'm going to write be kind using this thin Sharpie. And after it is written, this is how it looks. Isn't that pretty? I'm just loving it. Now I wanted to create a pedestal for it, so I have this couple of supplies from Dollar Tree, and this is the stove topper. And I'm going to use the smaller plate, and this is one of the wire golden basket, and I'm going to use that as the base, and that would be the top of the pedestal. So I'm going to paint both of them with this black chalk paint, and this chalk paint is so good quality. I just have to paint like one coat of it, and this adheres so well. All I did was painted both of them with this chalk paint, and I let it dry, and I came back and I saw some of the patches that weren't painted. I just painted on those areas and let it dry again, and after it is dried, this is how it looks. And using some of this permanent glue, I just stuck both of them together, and this acted like a nice pedestal for my final reveal display. And this is how all the 3 items look gorgeous on this beautiful painted pedestal. And all of these are from Dollar Tree, and look how gorgeous this turned out. And this beautiful beehive or bee skep, you can say, those two bees are just flying towards the flowers. At least that's how I see it. And those are the beautiful flowers on top of it. Look how gorgeous those bees turned out. I'm just loving it. And the second one is this Bee Trinket box. Those golden letters and this golden bee with the golden decor on all the borders with the octagon beehive shape. This turned out so beautiful. I'm so happy about the end result. And the next one is this cute tag. That's actually one of the packing that came in the hairband. And this turned out to be a cute tag for this bee themed DIYs. I'm so happy how this turned out as well. So you have to let me know what you think about all these items and which one is your favorite. I would love to hear from you. On to DIY number 4. For this, I'm going to use one of this wooden checkerboard or chessboard from kids section of Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use this as a base for my honey sign. And this is one of the calendar printout from Dollar Tree. And I just directly stuck that on top of this chessboard sign, and I deliberately did not paint it white because I just wanted to show those black and white checks through the design. And using jute twine, I just twined on one corner of this sign, and I also took one of this burlap bow that came in another sign and I stuck it in one corner, and using a little bit of a jute twine I just stuck as a tag, and I took like tiny circle wooden pieces as the support, and this is how it looks after it is done. So let's move on to DIY number 5. For this I'm going to take one of this flower pot, tiniest one, and I took a little bit of a jute twine and I created like a handle on the top, and I'm going to twine all around the flower pot slowly by taking a little bit of a hot glue in between, and I'll show you the end result once it's all twined up. And after it is all twined up, now I have to create the circle in the front. This is going to be a Bee Skep, so it has that tiny round where we paint the black. So I just took a tiny piece of a jute twine and I created a round there, and I'm just showing the flame to remove any tiny fragments of the jute. And taking the same black chalk paint, I just painted the inner part of the circle, and I'm using the same gift bag handle, the black one, and I created a bow using that, and I'm just attaching that on top of the Bee Skep in one angle. And I'm also taking one of this yellow satin ribbon, and I'm creating the same kind of a bow, and I stuck it on top of the black one, and I attached one white flower and some greenery on the top. And this is how it looks after it is done. This is the honey sign from Dollar Tree calendar. Look how gorgeous this whole sign turned out with that cute background which has a nice checkerboard which gives like a nice Mackenzie feel. At least I see it that way. And also the beautiful jute twine on one side of the farmhouse style stripes, and cute bow, burlap bow, and also a cute jute tag to finish the look. And this is such a simple and cute farmhouse bee sign that I'm very much happy with. So you have to let me know what you think about it as well. This is the Bee Hive or Bee Skep, and look how cute and gorgeous this turned out. And I also gave like tiny dots on it to show like the bees were flying away, and also the bow and flower and the greenery. I'm just loving the final result of it. Yeah, please let me know what your thoughts are about this. On to DIY number 6. For this I'm going to use actually repurpose two of the items. This is the Sephora shopping bag, and I love those stripes, white and black, so I thought it will be like perfect for the Bee DIYs. So all I'm doing is removing the top part of this shopping bag, and I measured the exact height of this square cardboard box, and using dab of a hot glue I'm just sticking around this box, and I'm slowly going to work my way to completely stick around the box. So this is how it looks after it is done. So I'm just taking the top part of the shopping bag and I'm just matching the white lines across the white line. I'm just pressing that with the lab of a hot glue, and I'm taking the black flap inside the box and I'm doing all around it just like that, and I'm stuffing some of the shopping bag to give like a nice depth where I'm going to fill some flowers later. Onto the white stripes I'm going to paint this yellow paint, and I'm slowly going to work all around the box, and this is how it looks after it is painted. Now I have to cover those Sephora letters, so I'm going to take this same black chalk paint and I'm slowly covering all around it, and it also gives like a nice shine that I'm actually looking for. And this is how it looks after it is completely painted. Doesn't this look like a bee theme DIY already? So I just filled some of the Spanish moss on the top while we are gone, and I have this tulips bunch that I got from Dollar Tree, and I just stuffed it onto the box. And this is actually a nice flower box, and to the cover the top part of the box I just took this black ribbon which has like a white dots on it, and it's so perfect for the bee theme. And I also created a beautiful bow to complete the look, and this is how it looks after it is done. So what do you think? On to DIY number 7, and this is actually one of the Dollar Tree sign. I'm going to use the back part of it. I'm taking white paint. I think it's acrylic paint, apple barrel acrylic paint, and I took like a nice 2 coats, and after it is completely dried I took one of this bubble wrap, and I'm taking this yellow paint and I'm trying to cover all around it to give like a nice beehive. You got it. This is a beehive, so I'm going to cover that with some more black paint to give like a nice brown tint that I'm actually going for. After I got the desired color that I'm actually looking for, and I'm going to carefully press this against this white painted board to give like a beehive shape and look there. So I'm going to compress it against the paint, and after I pull it out, this is how it looks. Doesn't this look like a beehive? I'm just loving it. I'm taking this dotted line with the Sharpie, and this is how it looks after it is like covered with some dotted lines around it. And this is one of this clear stamp that I got from Dollar Tree. I took bee out of it, and I smeared the same black chalk paint on top of it, and I created some stamps, and I also wrote local honey from this sticker. Isn't this a beauty? On to DIY number 8. For this, I'm going to take one of this black marbled candle and I'm going to decorate it. This would be a quick hack like always do. Last one would be a hack. So I'm taking this ribbon which has got sunflowers, but I didn't like the look of it. So I'm going with this yellow baker's twine, and I just twined all around it and I created a cute bow on top of it. And I just stuck 2 of these greeneries with a dab of a hot glue. I stuck that, and I also attached one of this white flower to complete this candle decor look. This could be a cute mini on your tier tray if you're doing like a bee decor themed, and this is how exactly I'm going to decorate. Look how gorgeous all these bee DIYs turned out. I'm so happy about each and every one of it. And look at that beautiful tulip box, and this is actually a trash to treasure, I would say. This is a cardboard box, and that's a shopping bag with those beautiful tulips, and the ribbon also has those dotted lines which would look like bees flying. We draw those dotted lines of the bees flight, and the cute bow. I'm just loving the whole decor of this beautiful yellow tulip box. And this is the candle decor. Look how gorgeous this turned out. And that's actually one of the pedestal that we created. And this is my local honey sign. Look how beautiful those beehives turned out. And this is one of the bigger bee is a queen bee, and those others are like the bees that are helping her to make honey. So yeah, this is how I see this picture as. So you have to let me know what you think about it and what your thoughts are and which one is your favorite. I would love to hear from you. So these are some of the bee DIYs that I wanted to share with you all. I hope you enjoyed watching and working along with me. And if you haven't already subscribed and you like things like this, and if you would like to watch more like this, I hope you would consider subscribing, liking and sharing. And please don't forget to hit on the bell icon for me to get notified when I upload videos like this. And thank you so much for all the support and love that you've been giving towards my channel. Thank you so much for everything. Until next time, if you'd like to see more videos, I'm going to tag some of the videos in the right corner of the screen. And like I always say, thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you again.